Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Saturday. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome weekend and hopefully, you're enjoying time with your friends and family. And most importantly, as always, make sure to always review your trades from last week because it's super important to look at your review your trades from last week to see how you can improve in the following week. But yeah, guys, like as always, what I like to do on my Saturday or Sunday, because today's Saturday market analysis, I like to review my last week's trades and then I'll go ahead and chart for you guys. So I'm on a 1 hour. I'm gonna drop down to a 5 minute time frame because I execute all of my trades on the 5 minute. I'm gonna go to last Sunday. So right away on last Sunday, I think I took a loss of 130 pips. It was a kind of a, a quick loss, I should say. I was in this trade for probably hour and a half, and then took a quick loss. But then I made it back with this nice 183 pip win, and then yeah, I was thinking like if I held this trade, I would have been banking. Sometimes like during Asian session, if you just hold your trades throughout London, because London will continue the trend, and then New York will then reverse it. So this was Asian session towards Asian night. It was like 7 p.m. And then over here, this is New York session on Monday, and I took a 217 pip win. And so, like what I did over here is it broke above resistance over here, and it retested as support, and that's my bread and butter right there. I just waited until 7 a.m. and I took my 6:55 a.m. and I just took my trade. But if I held this trade, I would have been up a lot. It's 595 ticks, so I missed out on a good 300 ticks. And then I took a small loss for 43 pips. This trade did not trigger. Over here, I took a 51 pip loss and then another 51 pip loss. And over here, I won a 123 pip win and then a 51 pip loss. And I think I broke even on this trade. I'm not too sure. But this one, I definitely lost 31 pips. And then now we're going back to New York session. This is where I went on tilt a bit because I could see that I was like trading. I kept on losing. So over here, it took 49 pip loss, 61 pip loss, 42 pip loss, 52 pip loss. Over here, I probably took a small win of 52 pips. Over here, took a 55 pip loss. And this is where I went on tilt because I was like going back to back losses. I should have just stopped. And then I took I think probably around 62 pip win. Over here, a 65 pip win. Over here, I took a break even trade. And over here, it looks like I held this one probably until right around 144 pips. Over here, it took a 45 pip loss. Over here, it took a 110 pip loss on Asian session. And over here, I definitely took a win here, 163 pip win. I remember this one. Over here, this one I scalped for 25 pips. And I wish I held this one because this was the runner that I should have left. That I kept on trying to trade into this. And then I took a 60 pip loss or 41 pip win. Over here, I had a 91 pip win. Over here, very poor risk to reward. Like I was risking 216 pips to gain 91 pips. Super poor. Over here, a 50 pip loss. I was trading. This is New York. Yeah, this is New York Open. So price is just ranging, and didn't really do anything until later in the session, until 11 a.m. That's where price started to break up and rise up. And then over here, it took a 73 pip win. Over here, a 77 or 119 pip win. Over here, I think I took this is Friday. I think let me double check what this one is. I won this one for $6. Yeah, so I broke even on this one. And this one, I definitely lost this one because it was like the end of I remember this is the end of Friday, and I was like trying to hold on to this trade and trying to make sure it could win. And I was waiting for the big sell off, and but it didn't happen. But yeah, guys, just wanted to show you guys what my trades look like for last week. And now I'm going to go ahead and remove my charts and chart for you guys. So as always, I like to start in the daily time frame. So gold has been doing nothing but higher highs and higher lows. So right now, as soon as price does respect this low resistance, it's probably going to shoot back up. So I like to mark up my daily resistance level. Actually, I like to start off with my all-time highs first. New all-time high. And the reason why I like to mark up my daily key levels from candle wick to candle body close on the daily time frame, because gold really loves to react off of them. It's like a magnet. Daily resistance. Daily support. Because I can see, like right here, price retested this daily support level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, which is super key. Label this daily support and resistance because it definitely tapped into this level of support and tested as resistance over here. Daily resistance. Call this daily support and resistance. Actually, no, just call it daily resistance. So it's more clear to me. Daily support. Now this is typically a lot more daily key levels than I would like, but you can see that how price is definitely reacting. So you can see all these areas where price is definitely reacting off of. It reacted off here. It's gonna react off of. It's definitely gonna react off of here. Because price definitely retested this previous level of support and it shot up. Yeah, now I'm going to go into the 4 hour time frame and find my 4 hour zones. And specifically what I'm looking for is pockets of liquidity for price to then reject off of. And I like to drag my zones all the way to the following Sunday. And I think that's mainly it. Oh no, you know what? That's it for the 4 hour time zones. Let me fix my all-time high over here. So now let me drop down to the lower time frame and find my lower time frame zones. So there's definitely a minor support level over here. Let me drop down to the 5-minute. And definitely a nice support and resistance zone right here. Because as you can see, price formed support, broke through it, is now we're testing it as resistance. So what we could see during Asian session on Sunday, we could see some dribble over here, but I'm sure price is definitely gonna drop and then retest this up to here and probably gonna come back down and then shoot up. Or probably come back down here and then shoot up. Because this is the key daily resistance level. If you guys remember. Yep, right here. Let me actually move this up here. Let me actually refine this just a little bit more. Let me do that. Now I'll mark up my 4-hour zone like this. So probably do something like this. Actually, let me do this. Probably gonna dribble, bounce off here, come back, bounce off here, come back, and then probably gonna come back here to then shoot up. That's what I'm thinking. So as long as you guys have a plan and then it hits your area of interest, then that's when you take the trade. You don't want to take a trade just aimlessly. You want to take a trade when it matches your plan and it matches your idea, because then you're not chasing any trades. Only trade your plan. All right, guys, this is it for gold. So I'm gonna actually hop back up to the 1-hour time frame. So yeah, if price reaches up a level over here, then I'll take a sell. If the price comes back all the way down to here, I'll take a buy and a buy over here. But only we're waiting for candlestick confirmation. We're waiting for bullish pin bars or bearish pin bars at sell at levels of resistance. But let's go over the fundamentals for next week. So next week we have on Monday ISM services at 7 a.m. On Wednesday, that's the biggest one because the federal fund rate at Wednesday 11 a.m. and FOMC statement with Jerome Powell at 11:30. So those are the two big red news folders for the week. All right, guys. As always, keep this video kind of short. So if you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to shoot my DMs. I go by Gold Collector on Instagram, and my trading course is called currencytradingacademy.teachable.com. And I'll leave the link down below. All right, guys, take care.